Hey everyone, welcome to day 112. Let me do that again. Hey everyone, welcome to day 112 of my 25 push-ups a day. What are we celebrating today? Today is animation day, so some of this will be animated for you. Sorry. Wow, that went the wrong way. Sorry. And it is Plush Animal Lovers Day. So yeah, can you see me in the picture? You got 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, did you find me? Good. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about dynamic resistance and what that is and how it works. Now, dynamic resistance is basically putting your muscles under tension without any weights, and it's just yourself flexing and pushing and pulling as if there were weights or objects that were there. So it gets the muscles activated, it gets you working, it's not strenuous on the joints, and yeah, you can control the intensity as well, which is good. And with regards to controlling the intensity, you can then control the heart rate, because obviously the harder you work, your heart rate will then go up and you will start moving into your fat burning zone, and that's where we would like to be when we are wanting to lose some of our fat and weight. So how do we work out? That was yeah, it's one of my bottles of water for the plants. I give them rainwater. Anyway, where was I? Fat burning zone. So how do we determine our heart rate for fat burning zone? So what you do is you take the number 220 and you subtract your age. So let's say you are 35, you deduct that and you come out with 185. Now that should be your maximum heart rate. Then to work out your fat burning zone, you take around 70%, so say 60 to 70% of that, which would then work out to 130 beats. So if you reach 120 to 130 beats, you are in the fat burning zone. So if we can get our heart rate to this zone, it will be more effective than having it at a higher zone or a really low zone for endurance. And how do we do that? So with the dynamic resistance that I explained earlier, and with another interruption in this video, this is going well. Yeah, so with the dynamic resistance, I'm going to show you some exercises which will basically get your muscles working all the way from your feet right up to your shoulders, and that will be coming up now. And this will then lead into other videos where there's other movements that I will show you, and then eventually we'll put all of those together and we will have a dynamic resistance workout incorporated with yoga. Now this is inspired by a ex-WWE wrestler called Diamond Dallas Page, and his workouts are pretty cool. So I thought I'd break them down for you guys, and yeah, we can do them together, and you can change them up and make them as easy as you want or as difficult as you want. There's always a different level to move up to, and yeah, from total beginner up to advanced. Really good workouts. I have done them for a while and then I stopped due to some injuries from other sport, and yeah, I've started them up again and I'm feeling pretty good. So let's get into the exercises, and let's measure our heart rate before, and then I will show you my heart rate after. Obviously the longer you do it, your heart rate will go up the longer you exercise for doing this movement. So I hope you enjoy that, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Cheers. Okay, so we're going to engage our muscles to increase our heart rate. We're not going to be using the weights like I mentioned earlier, and yeah, so your joints shouldn't hurt. And basically we are going to be doing, it's called dynamic resistance or isometric movements. So here we go. Okay, so the first thing to engage your quads is bend your knees slightly, and you'll see automatically your quads will engage. So if you have a look there, you'll see as I go down, you can see my quads are engaged. So that's the first step. So already you're flexing your quads. The next thing you want to do is take your toes and press down into the floor and sort of grip and try and grab the floor with your feet. Now that will engage your calf muscles. So if you look from the side, doing that, you can see my calf is being engaged. So that's there. So quads, calves, and now straighten your legs, keeping them engaged, so you're flexing. And then what you want to do now is try and pull your feet together, but don't pull your feet together. So they're on the floor, imagining you're squeezing a pillow in between your legs or something. So try and pull them in, and that will get your abductors here flexed as well. So pull that in. So now all of your legs are engaged, all the muscles there. And then what you want to do now is you're doing that, you're pulling in, and now you want to engage your bum, your glutes. So squeeze those, and your coccyx and that, and your lower back will move in, as you can see. So flex that. So your lower body is all flexed, and you're pulling in tight. So you can feel that. Engage your core as well. So flex your core, and you'll see it will start becoming more difficult to breathe because all these muscles are engaged, and you're starting to feel like you're doing something. So all of that's happening all together. Now squeeze that. So now we're going to move to the top of the body. So what we want to do is imagine you're holding a ball out in front of you and you're squeezing it together. So that will engage your chest as well and your arms. But when you put your arms out, flex your arms. So you'll see if I just put my arm out, it's like that. But if I squeeze and flex the muscles as if I'm pushing or pulling and squeezing all together, I've got all of that. Open your fingers wide as well, so you can't close them. So that's all tight. And imagine you're squeezing the ball while all of this is still engaged. So you can see I'm starting to have difficulty breathing because I'm talking as well. Do that, both arms, squeeze in, squeeze tight, and that's now all flexed. Stomach's flexed, glutes are flexed, legs, arms, biceps, triceps, forearms, fingers, all of that's going. You can see you can feel I'm starting to sweat now. So this is all engaging muscles. Now what we want to do is get our heart rate up into the fat burning zone, as I explained earlier. Now I showed my heart rate just before, and yeah, it's just over 90 now, or 100. So it's starting to climb. So the more we do that, the more it will happen. So now what we're going to do is do the touchdown movement. So everything's flexed, you're trying to pull in, glutes are flexed, abs flexed, push out in front. Then what you want to do is reach to the sky and try and stretch and reach while everything else is flexed. And now exhale, moving down as if you're pushing something against you down, as if you're trying to get out of a hole or you're pushing against water or something, and push down like that. And when you get to here, swap your hands around so your shoulder blades are rotating, and then push down again as if you're lifting yourself out, and flex. And then breathe in and pull in, and then go up, twist your arms around again and reach for the sky and try and squeeze the ball at the top, an imaginary ball. And again, come down and push down and breathe out and flex. Everything must be flexed, and you can feel it. And then again, up, twist your hands and go up as if you're trying to squeeze the ball again, and squeeze and reach. So everything is flexed, and that is igniting all the muscles to try and get you into that fat burning zone that I spoke about earlier. And once you get there, if you maintain that with your heart monitor, watch, strap, whatever that is, that's where you'll start burning fat. So the longer you maintain that in that fat burning zone, doing these kind of movements, that's where you will burn fat quicker than rather just doing a quick workout or a run and that. So maintaining that is essential. If your heart rate goes too high, slow it down, have a rest, because you don't want to faint or hurt yourself or anything like that. So I'll just get my measurement done and see what my heart rate is. And yeah, you can see I'm starting to sweat already just from engaging those muscles with no weights, no running, any of that. And then I will show you the other exercises in some other videos, and then I'll move on into more yoga movements and a full workout where these movements are engaged within stretching and everything. So yeah, be sure to look out for those. Okay, let me get that thing. So there we go. That's what I've got now. 96